Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh, back to RimWorld after a very abrupt ending yesterday. I apologize for that. Well, I'd like to apologize for it, but it wasn't my fault. The internet just sort of stopped for a bit and said, nah, we're done for the day. And then it came all back on again a little bit later. But in the meantime, basically like, well, I guess the stream's over at that point. So again, I would like to apologize for the somewhat abrupt ending yesterday, but I would encourage you, as the great philosopher Rakim said, don't sweat the technique. Now, after the stream died yesterday, I did complete the trade we were working on, so we got a bunch of stuff that just got dropped off here. So we've got some things going on here, and hopefully, we can solve some of our medical issues. Crimson, Buzzkill, Syrincha, welcome, welcome. Zafira, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm hoping that all of our genetic drug addicts over here, of which we have several, are going to be real hip to some go juice. So they need psychite. Cool. I don't have any psychite, but go juice has got psychite in it in a somewhat diluted form. So the ingredients of go juice contain yayo, which contains psychite. So I'm kind of hoping, now Paul, you are genetically addicted to drugs, and you in fact have a go juice dependency. I'm sorry, you're not the one who's psychite dependent, you're go juice dependent. Good news for you, kid, I've got some. Shield is psychite dependent. Now I'm hoping this is going to work, and I think Vetrov's just injured. Yeah, you've just got the sleeping sickness thing, and one less toe than one might traditionally have. Martin, welcome, welcome, welcome. So what I'm going to do, first of all, we know this will work with Paul. So what we're going to do is give him a little boost here. We're going to give him a little go juice. And then we're going to hope that that works with Shield. Because in a diluted form, this contains psychite in here somewhere. I've also given you a kidney, which is very, very exciting. So administer some go juice to them. Because right now, half of my colony is down. Hang on, I need coffee. It's terrible coffee, but I'm going to drink it anyway. There we go. That was better. All right. So let's see how that all kind of plays out here. Yeah, after the stream ended, I finished off the trade that we were working on. So we got like a book down here and some advanced components and all sorts of good stuff came out of that. So when I got to figure about my refugees here. I don't necessarily know when they're leaving. Is that correct? Is that something that I feel is a correct statement I've given there? They depart in 12 days. No, I know exactly when they're leaving. Kate, welcome, welcome, welcome. Kate, I'm going to inject some of my colonists with hardcore narcotics and hope that solves their problems. It generally does in the world. Really, your solution to almost anything is hardcore narcotics. Don't strike me for that, YouTube. Kids, don't do drugs, okay? Unless it's in a video game, in which case do whatever you want. It's encouraged. But in the real world, probably don't do that. I don't know, unless you're Superman or something. I assume Superman gets to do all the drugs he wants, right? Because he's got, that super immune system. So he's probably all hopped up on the goofballs, flying around, bumping into things. And he's like, I'm Superman. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Stop me? Are you going to stop me from taking hardcore narcotics? No, I don't think you are. Okay, you're done. 2 patients await medical. Yep, that's the drugs right there. And who has the medical emergency? Yeah, these guys, because, again, they need hardcore narcotics. It is genius, Kate, you're not wrong, hashtag geniusosity, because that's what I supply to you, live genius, right here, in front of your eyes. I assume your eyes are open. They might not be. You might be resting your eyes. So perhaps you're resting your eyes, but right here in front of, well, what I can only assume is your face. I mean, your face has got to be somewhere involved about this. In somewhere involved, your face has to be taken into account. So assuming that your face exists, which I'm going to assume it does, it would be odd if you didn't have one of them. Because most people do, except for that person who had the monkey incident. But we don't talk about them. And they don't like to be talked about, as I understand it. Because they got all up close and personal with a monkey. And then the monkey said, you don't get a face no more, Chief. I'm laughing. It would be horrible if it happened to me. But hey, it didn't. I still have a face. You know why? Don't got a monkey. No monkey, no face rip-off. It's just that simple. No monkey, no face getting ripped off. I mean, my cat's tried, but he's not very good at it. Hang on, copy. Okay, let's get things moving a little bit faster here. Because the whole point of this map is Land of Abundance, and we're not really capitalizing on that. We're really not capitalizing. Oh, Paul's up. Paul's up. Paul's like, yay, I've got drugs. Paul, I'm going to put you... You're back in bed. Why are you back in bed? What happened? What happened there? Oh, you still got the sleeping sickness nonsense. Okay, boy, that is a slow roll on that. All right, Paul, what I'm going to do is set you up with a policy. Do I have one for you set up already? No. No, let's go ahead and have a policy just for Paul. So this is Paul's goofballs. That's what this is. Paul's goofballs, right there. Okay, so you're gonna have what is this one for? This is for addictions or dependencies. Because I'm gonna call that an addiction. So none of this nonsense, kid. I need to keep you on the straight and narrow here, and by straight and narrow, I mean I need to have you constantly using narcotics. You can have this scheduled. Here we go. Schedule this once. I'm gonna say like every 10 days because I don't have a lot of it, kid. That's the problem. But it'll keep you going. It'll keep you going. All right. So every 10 days, you go get yourself some go juice, and nobody else, by the way, nobody else gets go juice. So Paul, you're on Paul's goofballs. Knife is still on knife no fall over, right? Yeah, the psychite one. What do I have you? Show me what that is. That's any of those. No, it's psychite T. Okay, did we do the thing on knife? I think knife's good. Shield. I need to address you though. So you could be. I want to do like knife no fall over. Okay, hang on. Show me knife no fall over, first of all, because I want to edit that. So you can also have anything else that is made of psychite. Maybe not like every 10 days. How about like not that much? How about that, and definitely not that. So, because I don't want to use it all up. So you can have that every 20 days. We'll bump this up though. You can have tea more often if indeed we have it. Okay, so that's now knife no fall over. So I want to put shield into knife no fall over. Okay, we've done that. Everything else is fine. Everything else is totally fine. I've fixed everything. I've fixed because I'm a genius. Hashtag geniusosity. Paul, I see you're back in bed. That'll be that sleeping sickness again, huh? Yeah, boy, that's gonna take a while. Vetroff, how's your sleeping sickness? It's just that everyone's asleep. You see, kids, everyone's asleep right now. That's kind of the problem here. So you did get the go juice, but that didn't solve your problem. All right, so that's not enough go juice, or rather, not enough psychite in the go juice. So all I've done is make you really high and then throw you back in bed. This has not worked out exactly as I anticipated. We really have no psychite tea. That's weird. Well, I do have a huge field of psychite growing. It's just going to take quite a while. Igor's shooting things. The kid just loves shooting. What are you shooting? A monkey. Okay, good. Yeah, shoot that monkey. Yep. Terminate the monkey. That's good eating right there. Knife has food poisoning. No surprise there. That's good eating. Anything else we should be murdering? More tortoises. Yep. Can get rid of them. There's a chinchilla down here we haven't killed yet. Oh, there's tons of capybaras. World's largest rodent and the most boring. Kill all of them. I would love to walk away from this map, and by walk I mean fly, swimming in food. Just food everywhere. I mean, we've got a lot of raw food. There's no lie about that. We've got a lot of raw food. It's just not really... I'd like to see even more than that. And then I got to deal with the whole Knife's Acolyte ceremony. In fact, I actually can't see a reason we don't do that right now. Oh, there is a good reason. Knife's unconscious. There's actually an excellent reason for that. Knife, where are you these days? Oh, you're over in bed. That's fun. That's fun. So apparently Go Juice won't help you at all. I need a lot more psychite. Buzzkill, you can protest all you want, but the monkey murders will continue until we are well fed. Giant guinea pigs and friends with everyone. It's their exceptional mundaneness that I have a problem with Catonius. I've seen capybaras, world's largest rodent, in zoos. They just sit there. That's it. They just sit there. They don't do anything entertaining. They're not like elephants or penguins or tigers. And you're going to say, well, the tiger's probably just sitting there too, Dave. Yeah, you're right, but it's a tiger, so it's a giant kitty. Therefore, it's better than a capybara, and could easily eat a capybara too, if it felt like it. Which is, a tiger thing. I'll eat it if I feel like it. Who has tattered apparel? You guys, really? Okay, that part I can fix. What's your problem now? I can't fix that. It's locked, dude. What do you want me to do about that? How about you? What's your problem? Okay, your pants are terrible. That I'm going to say I can probably fix that. There you go. Mastodon wool pants. Boy, I tell you what, great in the winter. Not as good in the summer. Not as good in the summer. And while I'm thinking about that, actually, let's get a campfire going so we can get some clothing burned as we need to. How am I doing on wood? Plenty. Like way more. Way more than I could ever humanly possibly need. And do we have chem fuel going? No, because I don't seem to have a chem fuel generator. So that's a problem. Or a chem fuel production, what's it? I have so many RimWorld runs going on right now. It's actually, it's kind of annoying trying to keep them all in track. I can't build anything there, so that was useless. Build it no, actually don't build it there. First of all, cancel that nonsense. Everything I just said is wrong. Put it, I don't know, anywhere else. Put it over here. This is a perfectly good spot for things. Things can live over here. So put that, and I don't know, a little bit of that, and then like that, because that was silly. And then put a door in there. Put a door in there. Thank you. And then bring some power down here, too. So bring some power right in there. Okay. Everything is going to be awesome once we get some chem fuel. That's not really the secret to awesome, but it's what I'm going to say right now because don't really have much else to do. Hey, right, how are we doing with you? Like, what's your gig? Yeah, you are broadly not terrible. I mean, I'm going to keep blood farming you for now because, why wouldn't I? But we're not going to... Actually, I say that. Hey, Dave, do you actually have a sanguiphage in this run? Because I don't think you do. Why are you blood farming someone? You actually don't have a vampire. Who needs rescue today? Oh, you do. What's your problem? You just, get up? You're being very fussy. Okay, Igor, could you go get this guy, please? What's your problem? Why do you have a problem? Okay, you're frail, you have a bad back. Yeah, this is Kirk 2.0. Food poisoning, sure. But crypto ain't moving very fast. I don't actually have a sanguiphage, do I? Oh, wait, yes I do, it's Igor. Yes, Igor. Sorry, Igor, I forgot about you. Guys, I got 4 different RimWorld runs going on here. I produce a lot of RimWorld content, and then I go and play RimWorld in my off time. So I'm gonna forget things like that. Yes, okay, so we will keep blood farming right. Can we get an idea? Yeah, we actually have a fairly decent assortment of blood down here. There's not no blood here. There's a dead capybara. That's fun, if you're a capybara. Also, I could get these drones out of here, the lifters, because we don't really have a capacity to disassemble them. We can disassemble drones, but not mechs. Unless you could do it. Remind me, who's my mechanator these days? Igor. No, it's like Shield, isn't it? No, it's not Shield. Is it Knife? It is Knife. Knife, if you were a conscious, can you disassemble these? No. Well, maybe, but I can't find out right now. Hang on, more coffee living inside of me. Now, I was thinking about having some fun by genetically manipulating people into having babies they didn't plan to have. I'm still thinking about that. Thule, apart from you, who's a decent doctor, Paul could bang something out. Paul, are you still asleep? Paul's still asleep. Okay, is anyone who's not asleep a doctor? Crypto is, but he's down too with the food poisoning. Igor technically has a base medical skill. Igor, how would you feel about some delicate interior surgery? Where you'd be digging around and trying to extract something very, very tiny. Your medical skill is 2. I don't have high hopes for that, but I've had way better doctors who have bungled operations, so I figure you can't be much worse than anyone else. You can't be much worse. Thule, if I wanted to extract an ovum from you, how would you feel about that? Knowing that I don't really care much for your feelings. That this is just something that's going to happen. I just don't know if there's anyone to do the operation. I don't know if that's got a skill level. I know my med beds are full Catonias. That's fine. They can go somewhere else. In fact, you know what? I'm going to make this one a medical bed right there. Boom. Medical bed. Look at that. Genius in action right there. All right. Also, that floor is not floored. What is that, sandstone? This is way more important. Why are you alerting me to medical beds when the floor is not floored? There's no floor on the floor. Okay, put floor in there, somebody. Hey, how do we do with my little building over here? Did we get that done? No, not at all. Crypto's up. Hey, Crypto, you're a doctor. Sort of. Where are you? Yeah, Crypto, could you go do that operation, please? If you could just bang that out, or rather, really don't bang it out. This is not an operation you want to do with a hammer. This is something you want to do very carefully. I'm sure a scalpel is involved somewhere. And then I've just got to pick the lucky dad. The lucky dad. Who wants to have a baby around here? There we go. That apparently is an ovum. Good job, Thule. Well done. Oh, I think he's fallen over. No, Rhodey fell over. Rhodey, do you have, food poisoning? No, psychite addiction, oh, you do have food poisoning. I think pretty much everyone's got food poisoning. Hey, could somebody, like, get this dude? Rowan, you're training a mastodon up there. I don't really have anyone I can spare. Can you kind of just crawl your own way over there? There you go. You can go rescue them. You go rescue them. How's your food poisoning? You're fine. You're broadly fine. Okay, wait, where did we just put that? We just put that. Oh, there, it's up there. Okay, never mind. It's over here. Everything's fine. Now, who's the lucky man who's going to donate the other 50% of the genetic material here? Also, why is there an egg here? There's a flamingo egg here. Why is there a flamingo egg here? We haven't had flamingos for days. We ate them. We were very clear about that. We said we got to get the flamingos out of here. Therefore, we will eat them. Why is there a flamingo egg here? Hang on. If Igor is the dad, the baby will be a vamp. Will the baby be a vampire? That's a great question, Crimson, and I'm glad you're asking the important question. Thank God somebody is. I would suggest to you that you get heavily invested in the Sanguiphage run, because things are happening in that run that are just insane, and it's really, I would like to say it's out of control, but it's not, because I'm a genius, #geniusosity, but it has gone leaps and bounds over anything that I feel is reasonable. So, and answers to your question are in that. Maybe. The ship is not symmetrical. It's symmetrical enough to my eyes that I am fine. It is symmetrical. Oh, you mean this bit? Yeah, I could blow out somebody's room a little bit there. Whose room is that? Vetrov's? Crypto's having inspired surgery. That's fun. Yeah, I could blow that room out. There's actually no reason not to. And then Vetrov could have a slightly larger room. Yeah, you don't want wasted space here. Even though the whole thing is wasted space, it should just be a giant cube. But here we are. Maybe one of the... Oh, Vetrov has food poisoning. Well, he'll have a nicer room to throw up in. So maybe one of the, maybe one of these guys. That'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it? No, I should probably keep it in-house, shouldn't I? Like Rowan, you're a baseliner. Oh yeah, you're into that furry chamber thing. I'm very excited to learn more about that. And also, I never want to say that again. Igor, are you technically... I don't think you're old enough to contribute. That's the only word I can really use here. Contribute to the baby. I know you're old enough biologically, but I don't think you're old enough in terms of consent in RimWorld's eyes. I think if I... Oh, no, you are. Oh, perfect. I'm so sad I clicked on that. Because now I'm going to do it. Now this 14-year-old child is going to be a dad. Because I can. So I'm going to pan away because Igor needs some alone time with the ovum. And that's exactly what you expect. Little hearts go up over it. And we're not going to talk about that ever again. That's... Igor, are you done? How long can it take? You're 14. It should take like 20 seconds. Are you, you're cooking, and this is, yep, this has happened. So, what did we get out of that? Slow runner, intense UV sensitivity. No, I want more information. Alright, so this embryo is a slow runner. I'm not surprised, it doesn't have legs. Intense UV sensitivity. All right, there's your vampire bit right there. Strong melee damage, dark vision, great mining, nearsighted, fast wound healing, dark reddish hair. That's less exciting. Indoor dweller and skin color. Cool. Fun. So, I think I just created Blade. Because you're not technically a sanguiphage, but you've got all the advantages and some disadvantages of being a sanguiphage. I just made Blade. Yep. Hang on, coffee. So what I need to do is pop that thing in a tube. I don't actually have a tube yet. Yeah, I just created Blade. Okay, fun. So I need a baby tube. Baby tube. No, that's a growth vat. There we go. Throw a baby tube in here. We're just going to shove that thing right in there. Because I don't want to deal with this kid until he's 18. Do we know if it's a boy or a girl? No, I don't think we do. Market value of 50. That's fair. That's fair, because you got to take care of this thing for a while. I see why it's going cheap. Yeah, I get that. We don't really care about crypto there. All right. Wow, I did that. That's Congratulations, Igor. You're gonna be a dad. Not real sure how you feel about that at all. So, do you have an opinion on this, Dooley? Do you have any sort of opinion at all on this? No? I mean, you're an acquaintance. That's about as good as it's going to get, isn't it? That's about as good as it's going to get. An acquaintance. Igor is just really a donor. So, you said it's not flammable. Yeah, no, that's, you know I'd set it on fire immediately. You know I would set it on fire. The second that embryo is there, it would burst into flames. I should probably get going on this altar of power nonsense, because they're real keen on it. Well, Knife and Shield are keen on it. How big is this? Is it, like, wicked huge? Please say no. It's a small altar of power. Yeah, it's a very small altar of power. We can tuck that in right there. And then I think you guys wanted, like, Shield. What's your ideology again? Yeah, you're into this Outlaw Creed nonsense. Do you guys want pews or blankets? No, you're fine with a kneel sheet. Okay. We'll get that going at some point. What did I say we were going to make that out of? Granite? Do I have enough granite? Apparently I do. Okay, super. There's a happy tree somewhere. So, yeah, sure. I'll harvest that. I'll sell that to someone. And there's a capybara marked for destruction. And the medical emergency is still Shield. Shield, how... Just asking the question, how soon until you die? So, Psychite, excuse me, one sec. 34 days, so I've got 16 days. 16 days to find some Psychite tea for you. Do I think my Psychite's going to be done in that time? Please say yes. Where's my Psychite field? Maybe. 42% up here. Alright, we might get something. I might get just... Actually, when they get a little bit bigger, I could harvest them early. We've done that before. Harvest them a little early and just get what I need to get. How are we doing on food? We've got 60 meals. Okay, that's fair. That's not no meals. And looks like we've got a lot more veggies coming in. Let's exterminate some more of the local... Oh, look at this. Perfectly good alpacas ready to get slaughtered. Just standing there, being alpacas. Just going, well, come on and kill us. Come on and kill us. Yeah. You're right, Crimson. You asked the question, and I've created Blade. All the strengths of a sanguiphage, some of the weaknesses, but not actually a sanguiphage. So this kid's going to be fun. I'll probably have to call him Blade. Someone's going to need to remind me to do that. Speaking of which, can we get the baby tube done? I don't know how long you can keep an embryo out before it goes bad. I'm going to guess the answer is not very long. Not very long at all. I mean, it's an embryo. You're going to want to throw that thing in a tube more than anything. Is there anyone available who can actually do this? Was it 16 days or 26 days? So it's 30 and 30. So 30 days until the coma, and then 30 days until you're dead. So after 60 days. So I've got, again, 15 days. I have 15 days now to find some sort of Psychite tea for this crazy cat. So yeah, 30 and 30. 30 till the coma, another 30 till you're dead. And we've got another Mastodon. That's cool. How many Mastodons do I have right now? First of all, train it to kill. Obviously, train it to kill. And also... Why are they not following people into battle? Because they totally should be. Your master can now be Rowan. Yeah, sure. And your master can also be Rowan. There we go. Rowan, you're going to have a very exciting life ahead of you. You're right, 35 plus 15 is 50. Hey, I said I'm funny. I didn't say I'm good at math. All right, so I got 25 days. So 25 days to come up with something. Wait, why do I have a flamingo? What? Okay, putting my math aside. Okay, I do understand why I have a flamingo. There was a fertilized flamingo egg, which gave birth to a flamingo. I'm just questioning how we got here in the first place. What was our point of entry into this? So, the flamingos that we had, we killed. And somehow, before we got a knife to their throat, they got one egg off. And now I've got a flamingo. I've got a flamingo. What am I going to do with a flamingo? That's nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. Let's just deal with my math issues, because apparently there's a lot of math controversy going on right now. So, I've got 60 days total, and shield, last had psychite 35 days ago. So 45, 55, 60. 25 days. We got 25 days. Are we all content with the math now? You're all obsessed about math. I think we should be addressing the baby flamingo. I think you've taken your eye off the very pink ball that's going on here. You're all hyped up on math. Yep, Dave can't do math. You're darn right. I tapped out at geometry. I don't remember what year that was in high school, but I took one look at geometry and said, that's enough math in my life. When I went to college, they had to give a math class to incoming freshmen to meet their accreditation, as indeed all colleges do. I went to an extremely liberal arts, performing arts college. Rowan, I need you to do a quick thing down here for me, kid. So, nobody was going to my college for math, but they had to offer it. Not only had to offer it, it had to be a requirement. You had to take a math class in your freshman year. I was surrounded by actors, writers, directors, radio people, TV people. Just if you performed in some way, you probably went to my school, and a lot of famous actors that you're aware of went to my college. None of them went there for math. Not one of them went there going, boy, I can't wait to get into some algebra. So we all had to take this math class, and every single one of us called it Math for Poets, because that's what it was. It was the most basic, stripped down, I say high school level. It was bordering on grade school level algebra. And like absolute basic math. Pretty much everyone got out of there with a D. And they gave you the D because they didn't want you to have to take the class again. There's like, go away. Here is a D. You are terrible at math. You know why you're terrible at math? Because you're an actor. Or a writer. Or a director. Or something. Something either in front of or behind the camera. And you're not a math person. That's why actors pay accountants to do math. So that's my experience with math. What is your problem here? Oh, it's just knife again. Yeah, we know about knife. Knife's having lots of issues. Okay. I'm more concerned with my psychite. Now that we've solved my math problem, and we're all blowing off the flamingo, it's just wandering around my base. Where's my flamingo? Where? I've lost the flamingo. Oh, that's no good. Now I got a rogue flamingo. Where are you? Okay, oh, it's in a mastodon. Got it. It's just poking its head out of the mastodon there. So the mastodon is sleeping on Paul, and the flamingo is sleeping in the mastodon. It's clearly buried within its fur. This is an exciting time here. Yep, let's not take our eye off the mastodon, okay? Let's all focus on the mastodon that has, again, a flamingo in it. What the heck am I going to do with a flamingo? I mean, I'd feel bad about eating it immediately because, you know, we've got a lot of food, but I can't rule that out. So we're being raided. They're attacking immediately. Oh, that's no good. Nobody likes that. I feel there's going to be a lot of them, Yeah, there's gonna be like so many of them. Okay, everyone who is technically alive, get ready to rumble, I guess. Come over here. Everyone else is down. Vetroff. No, still sleeping sickness. When is this gonna be done? Oh, like wicked soon. Thank you. Vetroff, can you get up? Yes, you technically can. Who else had sleeping sickness? Many of you. Paul? Paul, where are you? Could you get up, please? Thank you, I appreciate that. Could you bring the laser over here? And Vetroff, if you could come over here too. It's just that we're being attacked. No, let's go real slow, guys. Thank God I've got mastodons. Rowan, where are you? Oh, Rowan. No, Rowan. Yeah, you got to, why do you not have a weapon? Oh, because you don't do any fighting. Cool. Sweet. Awesome. Awesome. You're going to need to get involved with the mastodons, though. Because I have an army of mastodons and they don't. Where are these crazy crit? Yeah, okay. They're coming in everywhere. Good thing I've got those turrets lined up there. And they're wow, they're all over the map. But there's not quite as many as I thought. And if we can kind of take them out one at a time, that'd work out super for me. Let's all go this way with a mastodon. Everybody go this way with a mastodon. I think those two turrets. Oh wow, this. I got to take this block out. That guy can't be aimed at. Who's my biggest priority? You are. All right, so you guys come down here. Yeah, the turrets, if nothing else, will keep them busy. It'll just keep them occupied. They've set fire to things. Okay, you're dead. Cool. We'll worry about the fire later. That's probably a terrible idea. That's probably a terrible idea. Are they going to steal my thrusters? Likely. Not on my watch, though. I'm not having that nonsense again. I should have disassembled all of this. This is just really messing with those turrets. Baby Mastodon. Wrong place, wrong time, kid. Wrong place, wrong time. You're going to want to be, like, nowhere near where you are right now. Could we go get on this guy, please? I'm pretty sure this is the guy who stole my last thruster. I got $2. I could go up to $2.79. $2.79 says this is exactly the same guy who stole my thruster the last time. And look where he's going. Right to the thruster. Right to the thruster. I swear that Moppy. I swear that's the same one. Right for the thruster. Like it's nothing. Like I don't need to thrust around here. Release the animals. Somebody stomp on this guy. And Igor. Rowan, why don't you kind of like hang back and hide because you have no combat effectiveness whatsoever. You kill you. And then everybody else kills somebody else. So go over here. Actually, why don't we focus up here? The Mastodons can largely take care of a lot of things. There we go. Shoot that guy a bunch. There we go. Shooting's happening. Shooting's happening. Mastodons are happening. Lasers are definitely happening. We love the lasers. And then if we could come down here and shoot this guy too. I think... What are you doing? Oh, it's the lifter. You're already carrying off the corpses. Very efficient of you. Very efficient. Could you stop shooting my baby Mastodon, please? I just got that one. There we go. Shoot fits here. I should probably be paying attention to any other part of this, but they're fleeing. Whatever they're... Oh, Paolo here seems to have exploded. Paolo, is there a reason you've exploded? Huh, that was an odd choice. Probably because you were in fire and you had a smoke pop pack. It's a curious choice to just randomly explode. Come over here, guys. This is fun. Rowan, you also come over here because you're in charge of Mastodons. And we're gonna actually, Paolo very conveniently put the fire out for me. Great job, Paolo. Well done. So everybody's off duty and now horribly injured. Did we get anything good out of that? We got a baby Mastodon for a start. Hey, Vetroff, can you rescue the Mastodon? Don't worry about Thule. Thule's backed up with things right now. Did I not see some medicine around here that people dropped? I see the Molotov. That might have burned in the fire. It often does. Okay. I think we're broadly fine. I think we're broadly fine here. I've got a turret down up there, but I think that's just a malfunction rather than... I got the Flamingo. I got the Flamingo. The Flamingo is right here. Wandering. Wandering around. Like a flamingo. Like it's nothing. Like it's nothing to me. Okay, who needs medical treatment? Vetroff, what a shock. My goodness, Vetrov's injured. Who could have thunk it? What's your problem now? Oh, you're finally immune. That's it? You have one tiny bruise and you're getting all whiny about it? Not cool, Vetroff. I need all my people up and at 'em here. And by up and at 'em, I need you doing anything at all. Paul, what's your problem? You're sleeping again. When is this going to be done, Paul? 95. Okay. After what seems like game months, we are finally... Wait, where is Thule? There you are. Okay, what do you... Wait, what were you fleeing? Is there another raider? Is something going... Ah, there's another raider. Team. This guy's still here. And breaking things. I think he got in the ship and he's like, I gotta leave. And then, not so much. Could we shoot this guy a bunch, please? Like, way more than we are right now? Thank you. Team. Gotta watch out for those things. There you go. Alright, Rowan, yeah, but you tend to the Mastodon there. Good job, kid. Yeah, Ryder here was still in the base. Okay, that's going to take a little time to repair. That's going to take more than a little bit of time. Okay, I think we've solved many of our problem right now. And by many, I mean not really. Thule's back up and running. Yeah, we just took minor injuries for that. Paul, what do you're checking out the piano. Oh no, we're having a party. The pen is not enclosed. You're right. It's a pen for a single flamingo. Oh, that's fun to say. Single flamingo. Oh, try that one at home. That's fun. Single flamingo. Oh, that's super fun. Go try that. Go say that right now. Hopefully you're at work and you can say it in front of a coworker. Single flamingo. I could do the vampire heal. I don't really think I need to. Everyone else just got minor gunshots, and they've already been tended to. I don't think this is a big fuss. And then, sorry, who was the other sleeping sickness one? Igor's got inspired trade. That's neat. Who had... Was it Paul who had the other sleeping sickness? Yes. And you're up to 96 to 69. Vetrov's immune. And then shield and knife are down because of hardcore narcotics that we don't seem to be able to fix because I can't get any psychite going right now. How is that looking? How are we doing here? 51? Okay. I wonder, could I, just as an experiment, could I get anything if I cut some of these plants? Like, just maybe like that many. If I could maybe get enough just to get like a couple of things of Psych IT, just to get these two guys up and running so I could get more later. We'll see if we generate anything out of that. Do I have an aggro-hand coming up at some point? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Just want to see if we generate anything at all out of this. No. Just not grown enough. No. Okay. It was a worthy experiment. Yeah, don't worry about that. No, cancel that. That's fine. It was a worthy experiment. There's no waste there. I've still got a huge field of that. Okay. Somewhere in all of this, we made marine armor. I don't know where it is. Deirdre's is up. Cool. Who's starving? Oh, him. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, you've got a snack in your hand right now. So that's going to work out real good for you. We have put some granite in here. What? Who needs rescue now? Could you stop falling over? Is it entirely possible that you could stay upright for 20 seconds? You got up, got a snack, immediately fell over. I think you've been horizontal for much of your time here with me. Okay, who's local? Igor, can you get this moron, please? And then also, could we close the door in the freezer? I might have to expand that freezer a little bit. Gone from no food to, like, way more food than I really am comfortable having here. Well, if we get more meals made, that'll tighten everything up there. I see we've got some fish. That's very exciting. But yeah, if we could get that and then shove him in bed. And then, Igor, could you haul these, please? Yeah, nowhere to put it. Okay, got to have a little quick think about that. Need a little bit more room in the old freezer. How am I going to make that happen? Could I make something else a backup freezer? Possibly. What do I think that might be? Actually, I can make I can make either of these rooms a freezer, but that is going to suck up a lot of power. That's a bit of a waste. It'd be better to expand what I have. Okay, let's experiment with this idea. How much more room do I have in the ship? 1108 to 1250. Great, I can put a bunch of tiles down. Cool. And I've got plenty of space right there. Let's do a minor expansion of the ship without blocking my freezer output, if you will. So if I did that and that... No, that doesn't really help. Hang on, cancel some things here. Cancel that, cancel that. That's a start. And then do the same thing over here, because it's got to be even. Otherwise, you know, things happen. And I'll take the hull out. That'll give me a little bit more room for food. Again, focus on food. That's kind of what we're doing here. Is there anywhere else I could expand it? If I found somewhere else for the fabrication bench, I could expand it out into the corridor with shag green carpet covered in mastodon poop. But then where am I going to put the fabrication bench is the question. Yes, everyone's breaking down and having medical emergencies. Stop telling me about things. I could ditch a bunch of shelves, put the fabrication bench over here, but then everything's just on the floor again. That doesn't really benefit me in any way. And also, they're probably not going to get to those tiles very quickly. They do have a lot of build tasks right now. Apparently our relations changed because we keep drawing blood from their member. Yeah, that's going to keep happening. But in the win column, you get to share your room with a baby mastodon, and that's basically awesome. So, you know, maybe shut your face about that. Maybe don't be whiny about that. What do I have here? Oh, a subcore encoder. Yay, I like those. Oh, speaking of things, wow, yeah, we really are falling way behind on construction tasks here. So somebody put a lamp in here for a start. And no, not there. No, there. And then I need a biofuel refinery in here somewhere, please. Sure, that works. Yeah, put it there. That's cool. I need people who are awake who can deal with construction. Because right now that's kind of not really happening very much. I'm way behind on those things. If we had to leave in a hurry, I'm a little light on fuel. Wherever I land is not going to be... Wow, this is so slow. So very, very slow. And surprisingly, for a swamp, I don't have a lot of fertile soil here. Buzzkill and the Borg were entirely correct. Just a giant box. It's the most efficient space. Yeah, we've discussed this before, but it bears repeating. You know, all these sci-fi shows, all these spaceship shows, everything's streamlined and aerodynamic, which makes no sense. Because the whole point of that is friction, of which there is none. Once you're in space, you're good. The only problem is getting to space. The mechs are coming in 9 days. Huh. Yeah. Am I getting Psychite in 9 days? Because, boy, that's going to get fussy. What do I need? I think I need, like, a shaman merchant. The exotic goods were good, but I think those are the hardcore narcotics. I think the shaman merchant is going to do more smoke leaf and Psychite tea. The more entryway drugs, if you will. You know, once you get started on as a teen. And then later on, you're waking up in the back room of a club and you're soaked in someone else's vomit. And you're like, how did this happen? And you're like, it was that Psychite tea and the smoke leaf. That's where it started. So back to my expanded freezer idea. Okay, they're getting this done eventually. I think, obviously I got plenty of time to do that before the mechs show up, but I would love to get that done at all. If I moved... Okay, what I could do is move this freezer over here. And then I'd have more room to expand down here. That's a pretty decent idea. It's because I'm a genius. Hashtag geniusosity. This is why you tune in. It's the live genius. That's what you're signing up for. So if I put one here, first of all, that area is going to be scorching hot. But then I can remove this and then rework everything here. Rework everything. It's all going to be great. Paul, I see you're up. Good job, kid. Good job. How are my refugees here? Because you keep falling over. You keep falling over. What are your major problems? Okay, yeah, food poisoning. Yes, you have food poisoning. All right? Okay, you got two choices here, dude. You could either sit there and whine about it all day and keep falling over, or you could just get up and go about your day. All right? I know which one I choose. I've got food poisoning. Well, you know what? I've got the rest of my day to deal with it. What I'm not going to do is lay around in bed and be all whiny. Oh, I keep falling over. So much food poisoning. Why do I have so much food poisoning? No, just get up and go about your day, Chief. All right, you're making a bigger deal out of it. Why do we have so many fish? And where's my flamingo? There it is. Okay, I need to keep an eye on this thing at all times. They seem to propagate even after I've killed them. Oh, P.S. We've got a baby tube. So let's pop the embryo in there. I forgot about this. Totally forgot. Got an embryonic baby right here. Rhodey's gone into a sadistic rage. That's fun. That's fun. Psychite withdrawal. Yes, a lot of people are dealing with that right now. A lot of people are dealing with that right now. So Rhodey's going to beat up Right. And here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and let him do it. Because if I arrest him, that pretty much blows my quest. So, good luck, Right. Fight hard. Yay, go. Yeah, big fight here. Good job, team. Try not to die. I need the hemogen. Okay, well, you're down. You're down. I don't think I have any more prisoners, dude. I mean, I might. It's a big ship. I'm never really sure what I have or don't have. Hey, Igor, can you rescue Right, please? Because that's your source of blood. Also, can you tend to him, please? You may as well. Build up your doctor skill. Yeah, okay, so that seems to have worked itself out. Dudris is up, but will be down momentarily, I assume. At any moment, it'll be right back down. Okay, hang on. There's fires. Yeah, I mean, there's always fires. Why is that news? Sure, there's fire right there. It's pouring rain. Who cares? Do I look like I care about that? Cool. I need you to do now some other things here. So let's bring the hull like this and like that. And then I can start deconstructing some things when that's done. Rhodey is no longer beating people up. That's cool. That's super. I genuinely appreciate that. Sorry, Right. I kind of had to let him do it, otherwise I would have blown the quest. But in better news, I have a teen vampire who is ready to serve you. Ready to serve you. Crimson, yes, I know he can heal people. I'd rather not blow that on a simple prisoner thing. I am far better about remembering that vampires can heal people. I'm generally just, it was not a top priority. I'm not going to just go in and go, oh my god, we got to use a vampire heal. Because there's a cooldown on that, if I'm not mistaken. There's a cooldown on this. Well, there's a hemogen cost for a start. Okay, I tell a lie. There's not a cooldown, but there is a hemogen cost. I'd rather not blow the hemogen, frankly. It's hard enough getting it in the first place. So I know I blew that off for a long time. I forgot constantly that vampires can heal people quickly and easily. But I'm also not going to bother if it's not a high priority thing. If it was like Right's going to be dead in 10 seconds, then sure. Yeah, I would do that. But, all I did was get beaten up a bunch. I mean, look at him. He's fine. I mean, you have no arm or lung, but you don't need one. What do you need an arm or a lung for? I get by just fine. Well, I mean, technically, I do have 2 arms and 2 lungs, so I'm doing better than Right. But if I didn't, I'm sure I could manage. I'm sure, much like the food poisoning thing, just get up and go about your day. So yeah, it was just bruises. I'm not gonna waste hemogen on that. So where was I? Oh, did we get the baby in the tube, by the way? We did. Okay, 8.6 days, and I have created Blade. I'm very excited about that. Very, very excited. Who has tattered apparel now? You do. Well, that's unfortunate. What's your problem? You have terrible pants. Okay. These are also terrible pants. I don't know. Look, dude, just kind of rifle through the base. I don't know where pants are. There you go. There's some more Mastodon wool pants. What I was going to do is over here. Let's get a bill going for burning things. So burn apparel. Burn anything under like 51 hit points. 52. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, and then do that forever, please. Thank you. That's all we need to do there. Okay. How's this going over here? Very, very slowly. Very, Very slowly. Paul, you're usually better about these things. Why do you suck today? Why are you terrible at everything? Paul, was it the sleeping sickness? Oh, God, hang on. What? What? Where are they? Yeah, that's like right next door. This is a problem. That's less good than I might ideally like it to be. Huh. Let's slam everything into pause mode, shall we? Let's just slam everything into pause mode, team. So, cool. You've got a countdown activator. You got a proximity activator, and boy, do you have a bunch of turrets. You got an auto mortar. Oh, funsies. Fun. Neat. So, this is terrible. I intellectually understand that I have mortars and a shell or two kicking around, but I'm also lacking major members of my team who can shoot guns. I do have a lot of mastodons, but I'm looking at that setup, and I'm saying we're dead. We're dead. That ain't gonna happen. No, you got a Cyclops. These turrets alone will just destroy us. That's an Inferno turret, too. You got Scythers. You got I'm not worried about the Militaurs. Okay. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Dang it. Knife. If Knife was awake, I could do the ceremony to make Knife more royal and therefore get a permit choice that could get me a trooper squad, but all of that is completely irrelevant because Knife is down for the count. I think we're out of here. I think this is a great time to say goodbye to this map. The Land of Abundance has not really worked out here. I think we're all very clear about that. It's not really worked out, and now I'm just going to abandon it. Yes, I am leaving behind vital components and steel and all of that, and that's fine, we're out. Yeah, we're just outsies. Yep, time to split. How much fuel do I have? 485, 384. That'll get me somewhere good. I got like half a tank of gas. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, time to jet. Quite literally. We're out. Thank you. Goodbye. So let's leave. By the way, we're going to have a terrible flight because I don't think these are my best people. But no, do not force the visitors to leave. Thank you very much. Do not force. You are coming with us, by the way. So all of you people are coming with us. Off we go. Off we go, team. Yep, everybody inside. We're leaving this map very, very quickly. Sorry to whoever moves in here. You've got a giant mech cluster, but good news, you've got a field of crops and a bunch of power. Yep. So good luck with that. Yay, bye. I'm going literally anywhere but where we are right now. Where is the next thing? Like the next Odyssey? It's way up there. Is there anything closer? And the answer is absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, well, I do want to head in this direction. I'd like to get up there at some point. So let's kind of focus maybe over here. Like, what's going on here? Tropical rainforest, you say. Tropical rainforest. Okay, no pollution. That's a good sign. What do we got here? Tropical rainforest again. We're not going to the Scarlands. That's a terrible idea. That's heavily polluted, so we won't be there. Any glow forests around? Wow, there is actually. Granite, slate, and limestone. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I did say we were going to go to a glow forest at some point. Are there... Well, actually, it doesn't matter if there's trees, because I've got a bunch of wood. I've got plenty of wood. Well, I said we were going to go here at some point. How about pollution, though? Yeah, let's try to not be polluted, if we could. Wow, that's a lot of pollution around there. A lot of pollution. It's because we're in a heavily polluted area. Is there anywhere that's less pollution than where I'm trying to go? No, it's just getting worse. It's getting worse. So over here was better. So 4.7. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Let's just go there. Yes, I know. Sulfur. Oh, fun. Making it hard to grow crops. The thing is, I, like, desperately need crops. Because otherwise members of my colony will die. So, I know I've been putting off the glow forests for a very, very long time. I understand that. But I do need to keep my people alive. So we're going to go over here instead. Okay, we're going to go over here. Okay, off we go. Oh, look at all that thrust. Look at all... Wow, that is a lot of thrust I got going on there. I've never thrusted so much in my life. And this is talking from someone with experience here. We've dumped some toxic waste, but we do that all the time. All the time. Nothing but toxic waste. That's what my life is. I just leave toxic waste behind. Anywhere I go. Boy, we took a long flight. Okay. Yeah, I need the crops. That's the problem. So ideally, I'd find some nice fertile soil where I can bang out some psychite in under 20 some odd days. That would be ideal. And hopefully people will cheer up a little. You're not wrong, Crimson. I could use some hydroponics. Even just like one would be good. What do we got here? I'm looking for, ideally... Oh, that looks like nice fertile soil over there. Yep, that stuff's good. Anything else? What do we got over here? Nope, that's just regular soil. Got geothermal over there. That's some nice fertile soil. Okay, this could be a decent spot to land, like right in here. All right, move the landing zone. Where was that geothermal I just saw? Right over there. And there's one over there. Okay, let's pop this guy down right here. You know, I never actually checked if they'd finished building all my walls. Should probably have checked that. I think we just flew off with an open door. Nope, they fixed the doors. I can see it there. Okay, good news, team. They fixed the door. Slam it into pause mode. Grab nausea. That's fine. Igor, apparently you need death rest. Is that correct? You're cooking some meals. Okay, you can do it after that, kid. Ooh, there's monkeys to kill. Yay. So this is really, really good fertile soil right down here. So get the mechs. There we go. I don't know why the mechs tab takes so long to load. So right now, more than anything, I've got to get some psychite going. So like this, like this, like this. More the better. More the better. I'm not going to complain if we have a little bit more psychite. Everything. Just everything in here. All of that like that. And then maybe a little bit of that. All right, this needs to be psychite. And as far as other crops, I'm actually not that bad. We've got a good chunk of food in there right now. So let's get the usual power things that we get going on. Can we visit a colony and buy some? Possibly. I was actually going to check that in the reasonably near future to see if we've got enough rep where we can just call someone on the space phone and say, hey, come on by. I don't think we do, though. I'm pretty sure we don't. What was I doing over here? Oh, yeah, power. So geothermal. Boom. And then start running some power lines over here. So that could go right over to there. And then let's just do some wind turbines as well while we're here. So wind turbine, and then we'll set up some other stuff in here. So what else could I use in here? I'm actually pretty decent on medicine. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if I had more. It's never going to hurt to have more medicine rather than less. Maybe some cotton? I don't think I've got too much of that kicking around, if in case I want to do some more shag carpet. So you could be cotton, and you could be heel root. You guys can just be potatoes and rice. Just keep some constant food coming in right now. No, I know what rice is. Thank you very much. Rice. Okay. And then everyone else just start doing things. All right, just start doing stuff until we don't have any more stuff to do. And the flamingo is still here. Okay, good. Where do people think they should be? And more importantly, where are the mastodons? Because they need to be in don't. Yeah, that's probably fine. Except they won't have access to food. So expand, don't eat our food. You can be like anywhere over here. I don't care. You can wander all the way around here. I don't even care if you eat the potatoes. That's fine. Just not in the freezer, please. Oh, good. We've got more food poisoning. Excellent. It's because I've got a teenager doing all of our cooking. You see, that's the problem right there. So that's fine. That's plenty of space for the animals. Just don't eat our food. That's all I'm looking for. Okay. I should get immediately up and running another, whatchamacallit, chem fuel thingamajig, where we make the chem fuel, because that's going to be important. But I don't think I need to prioritize that right now. Do I have any gas left in the tank? Wow, no. Never mind. I need to prioritize that immediately. That's got to happen, like, today. Ooh, elephants. Fun. Okay. Do this, and I don't know, like that, and I don't know, a little bit of that, and then bring that down there. That was all fun. Didn't need to be that big, but it's that big anyway. Also, didn't need that door. Didn't need that at all. Run a power line up through here, like so, and then get the chem fuel thing going. Yeah, because we're out of gas. If we have to leave, and why is this not working? What? There. Okay. Nope. Never mind. They got to take the trees down first. Let them just let them do that. So if we got to leave in a hurry, we are not going to be able to do that because I have no gas in the tank. What you got going on down here? Are you injured? How did you get injured? There's a mad guinea pig already? Already? Okay, could the turrets take it? I think it's already been hit. Yeah, I think the turrets have got this one covered. There we go. Okay. Well, there's food. There's a snack right there. What's in the area to be slaughtered? Oh, pandas. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, I've had a war panda in one of my own playthroughs, but I'm going to have another one. So somebody go and tame that one and then eat that one. All right, so, and then all of these alpacas. Yeah, we're going to have war panda. They're totally ineffectual, by the way. As you might imagine, they're useless at combat. Absolutely useless. But they're fun, because you have a panda charging in, and then it gets shot and it dies and stuff. But in the meantime, it's pretty fun. Oh, Igor, I was going to shove you in a coffin. Okay, you're done with that. Slam it into pause mode there. Igor, why is your coffin not set for your coffin? Yeah, Igor, that's for you. So, Igor, why don't you go do death rest jam, man? All right, hang out in there. That's one more colonist down. Yet another colonist down. Super. And what's my time frame on my genetically drug-addicted people? Is that going to be soon? How are we doing with that? So we've got 38 days ago. Okay, we got 22 days. 22 days and they're dead. And last time we just scraped by. Kate, I know you're excited about War Panda. We all are. We all are. It will not have a long lifespan. It will broadly not even get past its first combat engagement. And then it will be dead. Because, again, Panda... Oh, it's already here. It's already here. We've got Panda 1. There we go. Panda 1 coming into view here. So, that'll be dead soon. But in the meantime, it'll be really fun to watch it march into combat with its big fat bum. And it'll waddle into combat and immediately get killed. Just instantaneously killed. They're not effectual creatures, but I've got one. I've got mastodons, I got a panda, and somewhere around here I'm still kicking around a flamingo. What else is in the area, by the way? What did we land in? So let's get some things mined. What have I got going on? Wow, it's a big space here. A lot going on. Thule, what are you doing all the way down here? Oh, you're hunting an alpaca. That's cool. That's a fun thing for you to be doing. Good way to spend a Tuesday. There's more components, seeing as I left a whole bunch of good components on the last map. And what else we got? There's some more right there. We'll take that. And more right there. Okay, decent amount of components on this map. There's some local ones right there. Okay. Well, if nothing else, we'll be able to walk out of here in profit of components, hopefully. If I don't have to immediately run away from this map, too. That's all steel. I can readdress that at another point. Oh, yeah, lots of components here. Lots and lots of good stuff. We've skipped. Apparently, guys, we skipped. Oh, goodness. Okay, there's no easy way to say this, guys. We have skipped the furry immolation. Sorry, but we skipped that. You can be jacked down here, and then you can be deconstructed. And then you can also be deconstructed. And then actually I could put another thing in here. Yeah, I could put... See how this is going to go here. So I could put another substructure... Well, actually here and here. And then the same on the other side. Here and here. Why is this not... That should be all like that. Oh, I think when we took off, I think it canceled the blueprint. I think that's what happened there. Buzzkill, it's not so much a bullet sponge. It's not so much a bullet sponge, because that implies that it would soak up a lot of damage. It doesn't. It just basically immediately gets killed. I know we're all sad that we skipped the furry immolation I know. I get it. Hey, look, I feel it, guys. I feel it. Is it related to man pork? That's a great question. I can only imagine that it was. I mean, we skipped it. I can only imagine that it is and or was related to the man pork religion. However, we have skipped it, so nothing I can do about that. Duders, you're complaining about your clothing. Why? You haven't gotten out of your pajamas at any point. You've been in bed the entire time. All right, I need to find you a shirt somewhere. Any kind of shirts going on here. I don't know where anything is. There you go. I got a Mastodon wool t-shirt for you. Knock yourself out, kid. Knock yourself out. So we need to get Psychite going real quick. They have planted it. That's cool. That's cool. They have planted it, so at least it's on the way. Are we going to get it in time? Oh, who knows? Does the panda know Kung Fu? No, not even a little bit. No. It just sort of waddles up to people and gets shot. That's pretty much its only contribution. What are we allegedly making here? It's an unfinished obsidian longsword that Knife was working on. We probably don't need that. Just go ahead and cancel that. I was kind of hoping when they introduced obsidian that it would be, like, really valuable. But it's not. A terror cluster, you say. Oh, that sounds terrible. How about we not have that? Oh, also, by the way, train my panda for war. Thank you. Yeah, train the panda for war. It does have some sort of special training. I don't remember what that is. I think it just finds food. Talk to me about a terror cluster. Okay, so I am being invited to have another mech cluster dropped on my head. I'm going to go with a loose no on that. I'm going to go with a loose no. And by loose, I mean no. And by no, I mean hell no. No, 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 no. It's not even that good reward. I mean, I wouldn't mind an orbital bombardment targeter. Not in the game, just in real life. I'd love to be able to just call down an orbital bombardment anywhere I felt like. Marine helmet I can make myself. Gold, I have an amount of gold. Okay, so that's a hard pass on that. Thank you very much. We'll get Knife's Acolyte Ceremony done. Let's get back to looking at, do I know anyone well enough to call them? Neutral with the Traders Guild. But plus 73. Plus 73 on that. They will trade with you and talk to you freely. If relations, yes, below 75, that's fine. Okay, if we called them, would they come? Can we trade with them at all? Thule, can you talk to humans? Not really. Rowan, can you talk to humans? Barely. Paul, how about you? Paul can't even talk. Vetroff, there you go. Vetroff's my man. Call the... Wait, can I call them at all? There we go, the Trade Consortium. Go call these guys. I'd like to do some trading. I'd like to know if they're interested in coming down and, I don't know, trading. I'll take anything. I'd really like some Psych IT, is what I'd like. What business do you want to handle? No. Request an orbital trader. 38 goodwill, must be ally. Dang it. I need like 2 more points with them, and I could do that. No, never mind. All right, that's not going to work. That's the part of RimWorld that I would probably fix. That's very high relationship. To just call someone and give them some money. Like, we have like a local store, as we all do in our town here, and I don't need to be allied with them to go spend my money there. They don't, like, have armed guards at the door saying, friend or foe, when I walk in. There's like, you got a few bucks? You want to buy a Coke? There you go. Knock yourself out, kid. I don't need to be allied with them to spend my money with a trader. That is excessively high. I'm sure there's a mod for that, but again, if I mod things, they'll announce new DLC immediately because I am a prophet of RimWorld. Needlessly messianic, I know. But that's what they'll do. They'll announce new DLC, and I'm like, and now I got to start all over again. So that I would change or mod if I was allowed to mod, which I'm not, because again, prophet of RimWorld. Needlessly messianic, I know. Are we ever going to get going with these Vaxstone chunks? I need humans. I need colonists to do anything at all. And I need many of them to get up. Igor's in a coffin. 2 of them are knocked out from not having drugs. Vetroff's about to break down. Hey, Questy folk, when do you guys leave? Because I'd love... oh, hang on. Rhodey's offering to join. Wow, that was good timing. When do you leave? Technically 3.7 days. Rhodey, remind me, how good are you at things? Maybe? I can't figure out a reason to say no. Because I just need the manpower. You do construction. You're not terrible at construction. I mean, I just got to have the manpower at this point. So, sure, you're in. Welcome to the team. I'm probably not taking Dudrish, though, because he keeps falling over. He's like Kirk 2.0. Good news, Rhodey. Now that you're one of us, you can have a weapon. Why don't you go get that LMG kit? There you go. Nice little LMG for you there, man. No, you're not wearing a vac suit helmet. Hang on, I got to put you on all the things. Clear. Yeah, you need to be in don't wear terrible clothes. Thank you. Do not wear my vac suits. Spent a lot of resources on those. And, yeah, you can do drugs if you're into that, whatever. Health issues are a non-issue because everyone's falling over anyway. And all he's got a little bit right now, he's just... Ketonius, what he is he's normal addicted to drugs. Normal addicted to drugs. So he's not genetically dependent on it. He's just normal addicted. He'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. He could take over the animals. You're not wrong. Right now, that's kind of Rowan's gig. The thing is, Rowan's a non-combatant. I could switch him over to that. Could do that. Rhodey, you are... Okay, let's make you number one, and I'm going to back Rowan off. And the thing is, they've got a bond. Rickles has got a bond. Can I switch these guys over? Yeah. So I would like these three to be into Rhodey. I'm going to leave the bonded one alone because Rowan will freak out if I take his bonded animal away. What horrible traits do they have? Who cares? And I mean that because, come on, you guys have been watching this for a while. I take anyone. Almost anyone. Almost anyone. I should get you some kind of bedroom. You'd probably be into that kind of thing. Where do you think you live now? Oh, you already found one. Okay, you're already down here. Cool, that's fine. What are your horrible traits? Actually, you're kind and psychically dull. Those are both good. You can't cook. Fine. That's fine. You got animal war call. I tell you what, if I could set up a room for biogenetics, I'd love to start ripping genes out of people. Speaking of which, how's the tube baby going? Okay, we got 6.4 days. Again, congratulations, Igor. You're a dad. What is that? And when can I have one? It's a panther. Oh, I need a panther. I need a panther. Oh, wow, they're really tricky to train, though. I could get a chinchilla. That's less fun, but I'm going to kill them. Lots of monkeys, lots of cobras. I know, you're looking at cobras saying, wow, Dave, why don't you have war cobras? Because cobras are useless. We learned that in Anomaly. Useless, cowardly creatures. This is done, though. So, I want to... Okay, I actually want to move this. No, I want to deconstruct that. That is exactly what I want to do. Hang on, that's exactly what I want to do. So, let's... Could somebody just bang that out, please? Rowan, are you doing anything important? Could you just... You're not assigned to construction. Rhodey, you're new. Don't go swimming. Deconstruct that cooler. And then I'm going to fill that in with things and then do other things that I want to do. And also, while we're here, let's do the hull down here and here. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of that. I don't know what my plan is for that yet. I might be able to divvy that. I was going to say divvy it up into 2 small bedrooms, but no, one of them would literally be a corridor. So, it might just be somebody's really nice bedroom. Actually, that's not a bad idea. That's not a terrible idea, because Knife is going to want a nicer bedroom at some point. Not now, because he's unconscious. But eventually he will. Eventually he'll want a nicer bed. So, you did that. Cool. Put up a hull, and then deconstruct these. Yes, that what I just said. Yeah, do that thing that I just said there, because what I said was awesome, and everybody loved it. Okay, so this is going all down. We'll get that deconstructed, we'll get that deconstructed, and then I'll probably just turn this into somebody's really nice bedroom. That's probably my move there. Rowan's working on the panda. Good job, kid. It's been trained to guard. Trained to guard. Remove the corners for the turrets. You what now? These corners? No, I'm not taking those corners out. I like those corners. It would be unlikely that they're going to have to shoot in here. They're going to be shooting out. I'm fine with my turrets. I'm very happy with my turret placement. What I might do is put some turrets back here. That would be a fairly smart thing for me to do. Also, could we get going on the geothermal, please? It's just that, like, the batteries are slipping here. Batteries are slipping. Where's my... Oh, I don't have a constructoid. That's why I don't have a constructoid. Because I don't have a constructoid. Do I have anyone who's actually good enough to make that? Paul. Paul, you love these things. Paul, could you work on that? Could you get in on that, please? It's just that we kind of need the geothermal going right now. So, yeah, we'll put all of this together. I could just fill in that one corner. That might mildly annoy me if I don't. Yep, it mildly annoys me. Okay, that gets filled in. That gets filled in. All right, and then I'm done, I think. Probably not. Maybe I could shave the bedroom down. Oh, hang on. No, I can do even better than this. No, that one and that one. Okay, because then I can keep the bedroom as is, but maybe expand storage a little bit. And while I'm thinking of that, why don't we just do this? That one, and that one, and then that one, and that one, and that one. That one, and that one, and that one. This is fun. Okay, put all of that together. I've made very exciting decisions, and we're all very excited about them, especially you, and me, and everyone else. Everyone is very excited about everything that I'm doing right now. But it's so I can keep one bedroom, and then expand storage here. And then this could be even bigger kinds of freezer area, maybe, optimistically. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I hesitate to check in on the Psychite, but how's it going? It's 12%. Okay, well, we're doing better than we did in the last map anyway. This is not coming together at all. Guys, we really got to get going on this. The batteries don't have forever. We have a lot of batteries. Most of them are in our church. It's the Church of the Holy 9-Volt. But it's not going to last forever, man. Yes, we keep extracting hemogen from their members. Yes, it's going to happen a lot. I should think about what I'm going to do with Wright, because Wright's actually a really good candidate. All good. I mean, I hate Jealous. Jealous is awful. But I can cope with that. You're not a body purist, so I could just shove a joy wire in you and you'll be happy about it. I'd have to find an arm or a lung for you, or both. But I can come up with those. I can get a lung out of somewhere. Someone will come by who needs a lung. Or has a lung. Maybe 3. Maybe they've got an extra one. Do we have steel? Yeah, plenty. Plenty of steel. Plenty of steel. And there's plenty on the map. If I needed steel, we can go get it. There's tons of steel all over the place. Hey, Paul, are you working on this? Yeah, I think you just put some more steel in there. Yep, that's cool. Paul's my only competent construction person, so this is basically all on Paul right now. I'll figure all of this out at some point, but it's going to be super exciting. I need you to understand that. It's going to be super, super exciting. You're going to be so excited. You'll probably have a party. Yeah, I don't know. You probably get, like, confetti and one of those, like, New Year's things where you blow in it and it makes an obnoxious noise. And then you're going to have a party celebrating whatever this is that I'm doing to my ship at this point. But again, I can't... Oh, we trained the panda to attack. I have a war panda. But it's going to be very exciting. You'll probably have a party for this, I can only imagine. And it'll be a pretty good party. It'll be like, we're excited about whatever it is Dave's doing to the ship party. Which is common. I'm not sure if you can get a card for that. If you can't, you could probably make one online. Because, like, you can do basically anything online these days. Including that. What? An ambrosia sprout. Well, that's narcotics of a sort. It's not a very big one. Ah, you know what? Money's money. And that's exactly what that is. That's money right there. So put that in like that. We're not going to get too excited about that. Ooh, is that more components? Why, yes it is. Yes it is. Yeah, see, you're going to want that confetti cannon for the party. Because you don't want to go half measures on confetti. And if you're making confetti, let's have some confetti around here. Hey, Paul, I know you're asleep, but I need you to not be. Because this needs to happen, Paul. So I'm going to wake you up and make you do this. Because we need power, like, kinda soon, man. Although it is daylight, the batteries are coming up a little bit with the solar power. But I'd like to just kind of lock that in, if we could. You've botched construction. Yes, you often do. Welcome to the team, Rhodey. I hate you. I don't hate you. That's an exaggeration, Rhodey. But I'm disappointed in you. more than anything. I'm disappointed. I wish you were better. How about that? I look at you, Rhodey, and I say, I wish you were better. I'm really got my eye on right. Got a lot of good skills there. A lot of good skills. Did I turn off planting on that? No, probably not. That doesn't sound like something I do. Now I've lost it. Now I don't remember where it is. Ah, Shaman Merchant. Hang on. Yes, before you start commenting, yes, I will go search for it. Ambrosia. Ambrosia? Bush. There we go. Yeah, down. Oh, this is actually different ambrosia bush. Hey, there's a whole... Oh, this goes bigger. That's why. Yeah, sorry. Stop putting the potatoes in there. But do expand the zone. I didn't see that up there. So do that, and then, I don't know, up like that. Well, we'll have some extra potatoes. That'll be fun. Where are these people? Okay, cool. I think Shaman Merchant might be exactly what I need. That might be just darn close to perfect. Vetroff, remind me, do you talk? Yeah, you do. Actually, Rhodey, it's your first day. You're social. You go deal with this. All right, a little special treat for you there, Rhodey. I'm so disappointed in you. I can't stress that enough. Very disappointed in you. Okay, can't talk. Poor health, of course. All right, tell me. Tell me. You don't got it. They don't got it. They got nothing. Nothing that I want. They got alpacas. Oh, sure. I want chickens. They're in. They don't... Ah, darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Wow, I have 109 herbal medicine? Okay, I should totally change that field to something else. I don't need more heal root. Do you, in fact, have anything I want? I will take your plasteel, because I'm woefully low on plasteel right now. I don't need any of this nonsense. Is there anything I want to sell you? What's the secrets of Reekman? Discover a quest. Probably won't do that. Probably won't bother with that. I will sell you nothing at all. Is that a thing I'm willing to do? I usually like to walk away with these things with a profit. No, I'll just take your plasteel. You're terrible, and I want you to leave. What? Were we just shooting at something? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What just happened? Whoa, whoa, okay, okay. Panther. All right. Panther went nuts. First of all, eat the panther, obviously, and eat this chicken. It used to be their chicken. Okay. So what I divine is the panther went after the chicken. The shaman merchant was like, not our chicken, no way. Shoot the panther. But the panther still killed the chicken, and somehow I'm the bad guy. Somehow this is my fault. It's not my panther. I didn't have anything to do with the panther. That's a you issue. You have a problem with panthers, discuss it on your own time, not mine. Now I'm the bad guy. Paul, actually, you know what, Paul? We're actually okay on power right now. You can take a break with that. Oh, I think the turrets are taking out the panther. Yeah, this is all... Vetroff's just killing it. There we go. And we're going to eat your chicken. We're going to eat you... I'm sorry if our relationship is soured, but... Honestly, dude, that was not my problem. That was not my panther. If a panther kills your... Okay, if I had a chicken and a panther came along and killed it, I'm not going to blame my neighbor. It's not their panther. I mean, unless it was their panther. In which case, I'd be like, oh my god, you're the best neighbor. You totally have a panther. Oh my god, that's amazing. I wish my neighbors had panthers. Several of them. That'd be fun. Like, we look up in our trees and we see squirrels. I would like to look up in my tree and see a panther. Because boy, would that be cool. Recharger full. Right, so we need a waste dump because I leave toxic waste wherever I go. So how about we put that over here? How about we just put toxic waste over here, and that's where toxic waste lives. So no chunks, please. And the only corpses I would like to see over here are humans who aren't us. All right? Those you can put all the way over there. Yes, I'm aware of the medical emergency. We're trying to work on it. So that heal root. Boy, I really don't need that. That being said, I can make money with that. We can sell heal root. That's okay. They've got all of this planted, which is good. 19%. Yeah, no, 19 again. 19. Okay, so, I mean, we're like a fifth of the way. The elephant is sleeping on some of it, which is less good. Hey, guys, there's a lot of fire over here. Guys, there's like a ton of fire over here. maybe this doesn't burn down the geothermal power plant that I wanted to have for my very own. Maybe we go deal with the fire. How about everybody, except Igor. Sorry, Igor, you're in death rest anyway. Everybody went up and dealt with the fire. How about we put the fire out? How about maybe this doesn't set fire to all the things that I want to have in my life? Okay, better. Is it raining now? Okay, yeah, it's raining. Never mind, guys. You can go home. This will deal with itself at some point. Okay, that's cool, guys. Okay, you got it. You know, let him finish it off. It'll give him a sense of completion. I don't want that setting fire to any of these crops, especially the psychite. Extreme break. Who is it this time? Oh, you're well, great. You're here for like 2 days, and you're already freaking out. You're already having a bad day. All right, I can't deal with your nonsense. All right, next time you guys are going to have to remind me that I'm building these things down here, because I'm going to come in and go, why is my spaceship stupid? And then I'm going to have to fix everything. So you're going to have to remind me of that. But I think we'll wrap it up there. I'll let you guys go on with far more important things to do with the rest of your day than this nonsense. But thank you again for coming by. I know I say this a lot, but I genuinely value each and every one of you. My regular viewers are what keep this channel going. Quite literally, you guys are floating the entire channel right now. So when I say I appreciate you coming by and watching this, I don't say that lightly. I really do. The regular viewers are what's keeping this channel up and running, and I thank each and every one of you. I love doing this, so I'm grateful you allow me to do this for you. But we will see you next week for more of this, and by we I mean me, and by me I mean you don't actually see me because I don't do face stuff. But guys, have a fantastic rest of your weekend. I will see you next week for more of this nonsense. Thank you again. Goodbye, and goodbye.